willkommen. Wir werden hauptsächlich am Anfang auf Englisch. Helped to organize this with the America House was formed in 1983, 29 years ago, by Americans living in the Munich area who joined the growing West German peace movement. We have worked as a group to foster the goals of peace and disarmament. We are against militarism, unilateralism, and the reduction of civil liberties and democratic rights in the pursuit of foreign policy. Our members have worked through the Reagan years, to two Bush administrations, through the Clinton years, and continue today in the Obama years with something very special, the Critical American Voices radio program on Radio Laura, as well as being active participants in Munich in the Easter marches, the blockades, the demonstrations, and vigils against militarism. We participate with the Munich Coalition for Peace and the alternatives we seek. Tonight, however, our brief goes beyond the alternative war and peace policies that we usually talk about, but about the Obama administration. We have invited panelists and you, the audience, as well, to discuss crucial domestic issues. In November 2008, President Obama was elected with a vast majority. The Democrats gained an additional 8 seats in the Senate, and the Democrats gained 36 seats in the Congress. The campaign was won with grassroots organizing, the large and small money donations of working people throughout America who believed Obama when he said, "Yes, we can." Today, 4 years later, many supporters have lost faith in Obama because he brought people with close ties to Wall Street and the financial crisis into his administration. The Obama administration has concentrated both with the financial sector. This is something that concerns us very much. The Occupy Wall Street movement has articulated the frustration of the common people and spotlighted the enormous domestic consequences of ever-increasing economic inequality. Obama has not been listening to progressive economics, has not been listening to the economists such as Paul Krugman, Joseph Stiglitz, and Sylvia Ann Hewlett. Instead, he has chosen advisors who support neoliberalism, the deregulation of markets, social services cuts, and the slashing of wages of government workers. Many former supporters of Obama feel these decisions are morally bankrupt. We need a substantive debate on the economy that we want to see in the future. Much of the Occupy movement is calling for some form of socialism. Some of the movement supporters, like the majority of US citizens, want a regulated capitalism in America. Will this be a welfare state capitalism like we know in Western Europe? We in MOPSI feel it is necessary to find alternatives to the current status quo. By alternatives, we mean not necessarily other choices of candidates or parties, but also different forms of political activity with new, short, and long-term goals. With the recognition of the fact that in the next year, necessary changes in our electoral system will not be made, and with the knowledge that efforts to limit voters' privileges will continue to increase, the protection of voters' rights is of primary importance. The effectiveness of representative democracy is dependent on a continually active electorate. What are the issues that move the people in 2012 in this election? One of them, who bears the burden of deficits? This issue moves the people. The question of collective bargaining and the future of trade unions moves the people. Gay rights and immigration questions, a secure existence, and a home to live in, as well as the Supreme Court ruling on health care reform, moves the people. As part of the peace movement, we also want tonight to look at the issues of war and peace. All of these issues are important for the future of America and need to be on the agenda. The Occupy movement and a surprising number of other advocates for the public interest are waging a battle like David versus Goliath. But it is important that David is there and out on the streets. Even though President Obama has earned a great deal of criticism from progressives, he has been unfairly attacked by the right wing, especially those in the U.S. conservative Tea Party movement. President Obama is not a Muslim, and he is certainly not a socialist. President Obama can redeem himself with liberals by championing the eradication of poverty, but he has chosen another course. He has tried to govern from the middle and find bipartisan solutions over and over again without success. Mitt Romney, the Republican candidate, serves only the conservatives. The Republican Party has become an insurgent outlier, ideologically extreme, contemptuous of the inherited social and economic policy regime, scornful of compromise. When the Republicans move this far to the right, it is extremely difficult to enact policies responsive to the country's most pressing challenges. So tonight, we will discuss with our panelists and with all of you in the audience, auf Deutsch sowie English, answers to these questions, possible solutions to the problems which will remain with us even after the congressional and presidential campaign of 2012 in America. Thank you.